horse, he likes to have some morning and afternoon tea, just as we all do when we're working all day. The traditional tea that the stockman has is called billy tea. That's because you make the tea in billy. This is the billy. So it doesn't matter what type of tea we put in here, it's always billy tea. So when a stockman wants to have a cup of tea, he'll get off his horse, he'll make a fire on the ground, he'll put the billy full of water into the fire. Once it's boiling, he'll throw in some tea leaves, and then he'll pick up the billy, full of boiling tea now, and he'll swing the billy like this. Now, swing the billy is a famous Australian tradition, but there's also a very important practical reason why he does it. When we swing the billy, it forces the tea leaves down to the bottom of the billy immediately. It's the same force that keeps the water in there. So with all the tea leaves at the bottom of the billy, the stockman can get a nice, clean cup of tea much quicker. That's a good reason for him to do it. And just to show that I wasn't tricking you, plenty of water in the billy. Right, now let's see if I can get one of our visitors to come down and try this. I'll have this guy here. Where are you from, sir? You'd like to try? Come on. Come on down, thank you, sir. Welcome. So just get your stand to sit for me if you could. Right here. Now, sir, there's no trick to this. Nothing bad will happen. Okay, billy's about half full. But I'm going to show you first. So keep your arm straight and swing it forward this way around 2 or 3 times. And then stop. Okay? Now, sir, when you stop, don't stop here where you go. Round you go. Yes, very good. Well done. Good job. Okay, again. Very good. Well done. Good work. Now, so I'm sure you noticed that when you were swinging Billy that the dog was barking. You noticed that, yes. He didn't bark when I was doing it, did he? Now this is Bill, and he is the judge of the billy swinging. Judge. So he watches everyone who swings the billy. When he saw you do it, he said, very good. He was giving you a clap. Thank you, Bill. Now, before I can show you how we shear one of these sheep, we have to move the sheep up into the catching pen, this pen here. As the name suggests, the shearer catches the sheep from in here, brings it out through the gate, shears it just here. Whenever we move the sheep, of course we use our dogs. And here's another one, this is Rusty. Now Rusty is our youngest dog. Rusty's just over 3 years old. And although he's a different colour to Bill, he is the same breed as Bill. He's an Australian Kelpie. He's a red dog. In fact, Rusty is Bill's cousin. The cousin's here. And we have another dog over here, our oldest dog. He's 8.5 years old, same colour as Bill, and he is Bill's father. His name's Jack. So you can see Jack after the show. So we'll get Bill to help Rusty here. So we'll have cousins working together. Come on, Bill. Come on, Rusty. Rusty's ready to go. Round you go, boys. Round, round. Come on, push him up. Push him up. Push him up, good boys. We're going to go there. So once again you can see how the sheep will always move away from the dogs, and that makes it much easier for the stockman because they do all the work for us. And then once again we reward our dogs just by giving them a pat, just to let them know that we're pleasing them. Rusty, Rusty, come here. Rusty, sit. Sit. Rusty, sit. Boys, so you say good boy Bill, good boy Rusty. There you go, over. Once again you can see that. Now this is the equipment that we use to shear the sheep. It's called the shearing plant. Now this is on this electric motor, and this provides the power to do the shearing. When I pull it into gear, the motor drives the flexible shaft inside this tube, it spins around and it drives down to the bottom, to the tool that shears the sheep. This is the tool and it's called the handpiece. Now the handpiece has got 2 blades on it, a fixed blade on the bottom called the comb. And this combs through wool. And a small blade on the top that cuts the wool off, that's called the cutter. The cutter moves, you can see. Very fast, very noisy, very sharp, and very dangerous. Now this shearing plant, this is what is used today. This is the modern way of shearing sheep. Being the modern way, it's also the easy way. But it wasn't always that easy. A long time ago, all the sheep in Australia had to be shorn by hand. And this is the tool that was used. These are called shears. It was about 100 years ago that these were used, and at that time in Australia there were about 70 million sheep. They all had to be shorn every year with the shears. Shearers would work for 10 hours a day, and in a day they could shear about 70 or 80 sheep using the shears. Today they can shear twice that many sheep. One shearer can shear 150 to 200 sheep in one day, or even more, so it's much easier today. And something else that makes it easier for the shearer is this piece of equipment. This was invented by a shearer who had a bad back, so he couldn't shear sheep anymore because of his back. How do you think he got the bad back? From bending over shearing sheep down in this position all day. So what do you think the shearer does with this to make it easier? When we put the sheep in here, do you think? Hold it in place? Right, it's the shearer, not the sheep. Shearer gets in. Down in the shearing position you can see the springs working, supporting quite a lot of my weight, taking a lot of strain off my back. So it's very simple but very effective. Now I'm going to get one of these sheep out now and show you how we shear it. I'll hand you over to Rowan. He'll explain to you what's going on during the shearing.
Now the first thing the shearer will do when he enters the pen is turn the sheep upside down. This gets the sheep off its feet, under control, and cannot get away. Now the first thing the shearer will do is remove the belly wool first. The belly wool requires a different process to the rest of the wool. With a sheep like that in the paddock, it's got a lot of birds, prickles and grass seeds. As I said, that needs a different process to the main fleece. In a commercial shearing shed, there'll be more than one shearer. There will be 4 or 5 shearers. We call them fatigue shearing. They'll start work at 7:30 in the morning, work for 2 hours, stop, have a cup of tea and sandwich, work another 2 hours and so on, 8-hour days. Up on the head now. If the shearer shears around the 2 tips, you must be very careful both the eyes and the ears. Now the neck is the most difficult part of the sheep to shear. As you can see, Darren's pushing the handpiece underneath the wool. He has to clear off the skin before breaking the wool out. In Australia, we breed mainly merino sheep, that is the breeding sheep. The merino sheep are very wrinkly all over the body, especially around the neck. You might like to think of shearing the same as having a haircut. When you have a haircut, it doesn't hurt, your feet dry for a while, but you fall along the knee to start again. This is exactly the same for the sheep, except we only shear a sheep once in every year. This part of the shearing is called the long blow. The blow being the stroke of the shearer's handpiece. This is the longest blow that a shearer can do on a sheep. As you can see, Darren's going from one end of the sheep right through the other, removing quite a lot of wool when we go to the long blow. See, Darren's filling the comb up there all nice and full, making maximum around every blow. Typical sheep farm in Australia will have around 5,000 sheep. Shearers will work in teams, they'll go to these sheds, work for 2 or 3 weeks, shear all their sheep before moving on to another shed and so on throughout the year. The last side of sheep shearing is called the whipping side. It's called this as it's the fastest side of the sheep to shear. Remove most of the wool. The shearer simply whips out this last side as fast as he can. So get this sheep done, put him back in the pen, get no one out, and shear as many as he can in the day. A shearer will be paid around $2.80 for every sheep he shears. Now this doesn't sound like a lot. When a shearer is shearing 150 to 200 sheep a day, he's earning quite a lot of money. And earning every cent. And there we have a lovely clean shine sheep. Well done, now let's give it back. Now in the wool of sheep is a natural grease called lanolin. You may have heard of it. There's a lot of skincare products and ladies' cosmetics. It's very good for your skin. It's also very good for the sheep itself. Immediately after the shearing, the sheep will produce a large amount of lanolin, which will cover its entire body in grease. This will keep the sheep dry and warm. So we can put the sheep back out in the paddock, even in the winter time, and they don't suffer at all. When you give the sheep a good hard rub on the freshly cut wool, good hard rub like this, you'll be able to see the lanolin shining in my hand. See it there, it's quite greasy. So after the show, when the sheep is back in the catching tent, you might like to go in there, give the sheep a rub. Rub it for a long time, rub it all over your face, and you'll have lovely soft skin. It smells terrible, it will smell really bad, but your skin will be lovely and soft.